Hi everybody, it's Sandy with Sandy K Creations. Come on in and we're gonna get started 2 days in a row. Well, I might, if you're coming on now, you'll hear me say this. I probably won't be going live a lot next week because I'm gonna be watching my granddaughter for most of the week. So we'll see, but I figured I had time tonight. Tomorrow night I'm helping my son and his family paint a bedroom. Hi Jen Cook, you're watching. Make sure you sprinkle, spread the blessings. We're gonna actually use some Couture tonight. I haven't done that in a while, but I got a lot of things I could use, so let's get started. So we're gonna, hi Tammy. We're gonna use some, I don't know what they call them, but they have these cutouts from Couture, and they're the pattern carrots, and I put the link to everything I used above, so and we'll also use the transfer that goes with it. So we'll get started while people are on, but yeah, we're only going to use 2 of these actually. It comes in a pack of 3. I got to decide what ones I want to use because they're all a little bit different. So I think I'm going to go with these 2, I think. No, but I like this one. You'll see they have different patterns. We're gonna go with this one, I think. Yeah. I had decided, but then I changed my mind. So I'm just gonna try just to paint the fronts. You don't have to paint these, you could just use them like they are or whatever, but I'm gonna paint with them. And they're going to be mostly orange, but I'm going to start by painting these white, and then when we put the transfer on, then it'll be orange. So I'm going to try to do this where when my paint is super, super dry. Add a little water to it. I'm going to try to do it so I don't have to paint the sides. And it can just be a light coat. I don't think it has to be real thick. Like I said, these are from Couture. If you're coming on late, they come in a pack of 3, but we're just using 2 of them for this project. Okay, so I just painted that white, the front of it. Something's happening with, hopefully you're still there, because it just said trying to connect. I might just spray a little on here. You guys still there? Alex is very noisy tonight, so you'll definitely hear him. All right, and then I'm gonna paint the tops with, I kind of went back and forth if I wanted to use moss or celery. Oh, my celery is very dry as well. I haven't used it in a while. So we might spray some water in there. I decided to go with celery. We'll see how it goes. This is gonna be a little, oh, I got paint on there. Let's go with this one first because it's a little more dry. So I'm going to try to, not like I did on the other one, try to just kind of brush off the sides so I don't get it in the middle, on the edges, I mean. Yeah, this paint is really, really dry. Let's spray some on here. I want these to be kind of muted a little bit, so not super bright. I did get it on the sides. Ah! We'll try to sand it off because I just really don't want to paint all the sides. Okay, so I just did it like that. Did you say you're not coming on anymore this month? No, I said next week, I'm not sure because I'm going to be watching my youngest granddaughter for most of the week. So I'm not sure. So I decided to come on tonight because she goes to bed really early, like 6 or 6:30. So I might be able to, but we'll see. I'm going to be full-time mom next week, so we'll see how I feel. I have a 1-year-old, so. There, are you guys still here? Because it just said it was starting to try to reconnect again. I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah. I think I can probably stay on the edges maybe. Before I do that though, I'll let those dry for a second. And then if you're coming late, this is a pack of 3 that you cut out. You can get from Couture. I put the link above. And then I found these. I went looking for some more terracotta pots, and at Fred Meyer, which is like our Kroger, I found this color, which is kind of cool. It's like terracotta, but like a brown color. So I'm going to try to do what we did last night, just make them a little more aged, even though I do like this color. I still didn't have a sponge, but I have kind of one of our Chalk Couture, I don't know what you call them, board erasers or whatever. So I'm just gonna, I didn't make that was watery enough. Just gonna try to use that and see how that works. I can always just take it off if it's too much. Oops, I didn't think I brought a new paper towel in here. Let me get one from last night. Ooh, that dried really fast. I just don't have this down. I watched another tutorial where somebody used flour, but I didn't really like the way it looks, so. I don't know how that dried so fast. Holy cow. Because I didn't have it watery enough. Oh, this is not working. This is like the super dry. I think I learned my lesson after last night because it just didn't work so good. Last night's didn't go this bad though. Okay, let's add a little green. I'm just gonna use the paintbrush because it seems like it's a little easier. But even the one I did last night, I didn't think it looked good, and then I got done and I'm like, oh, it doesn't look so bad. I don't know if I should have just left these the way they were or just... I like this part, but I don't like that back right there where I got that. I have to take some other, I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. Try to get at least one side good on this one. I'm gonna do very little and then wipe it off because it's just drying so fast. Alex has been very, very talkative today. Oops. think we're just gonna go with a little bit more of the green. And after we get it done, we'll see if we like it. It looks kind of bad right now, but I think it'll be okay. All right, so now what are we doing? These dry? They're pretty dry, I think. Let me dry them just a little bit. I'm wondering if I should have went with a darker green, but I think it'll be all right once we put the other colors on it. I tried not to get on the sides, but I didn't do very good. That's okay. Okay, so before I use the transfer, I'm going to sand it a little bit because I don't really want to sand it much after I had a sander out here earlier. What did I do with it? Did I put it back? I guess I did. Once I put the transfer. So I'm just going to lightly go over these. Bring a lot of that wood on the edge back because I like the way it looks. Like I said, I wanted these to be very light colored. That's why I decided to go with the celery and not the moss. Get some of that paint off the side of the... You could paint the back too, but I'm not going to. Okay. So that's what they look like right now. You guys are so quiet. Okay. Let me put this stuff over there. Look at these terrible pots I made. All right. So this is the transfer. So they're all a little bit different on the top. So I picked this one and this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna transfer with white paste on the, what was this? This was this one over here. I'm not gonna take them out. I'm just gonna leave it on the thing. Put this in here. We're gonna do white on the top and then orange on the bottom. I'm just sticking that inside there. I'm going to put both of them in at the same time. You can buy just the transfer too. You don't have to buy both parts. They don't come together. Right now there's a good deal if you're a Perks member or a designer, which I think some of you still are. You spend $65, you get like this, not this, but you get these really cute bunny cutouts and transfers bundled free and free shipping. So if you're interested in being a designer, or I haven't talked about it much recently, I haven't done Couture a lot lately, but if you're a designer or a Perks member, you can save 30% with Perks all the time, and designer 40%. You don't have to, but there's always lots of deals for, I cannot get this one right. There's lots of deals all the time for your members, if you're one of those. But you can also just buy, there's tons of really good sales going on too if you go in the sell category. I put the link to everything above there, but all right, so just make sure you get all the bubbles out, and we'll start with the white, I guess. We'll do both of them at the same time, I guess. This white's a little bit thick. Hopefully it'll work good. You've never used it. It's like a silk screen transfer. It's not like a stencil because there's stuff in the middle. Much easier to use. Oops, I think Alex found some chips. You have to work kind of quick, so I probably have enough time, but because this paste is a little dry anyway, I'm just going to kind of lift these up, and then I'll work on the other part. Pull up real slow, and then you can see if you missed a spot, like I did kind of miss a little spot. And then I'll lift up the side. And then you can just kind of let it fall down, and then I'll work on the orange part. I'm using Hey Pumpkin Orange. I looked on the site. I don't think they sell this pumpkin orange anymore, but they have different oranges, so I just like this a little bit better than the orange peel, because the orange peel is pretty bright. This is pretty bright too, actually, but we'll tone it down a little bit. The reason I did painted white and did this part orange is because I was going to do it the opposite, paint it orange, but then I realized most of this was going to be the part that came through. The paste was going to be what you showed, so. Okay. Then you can wash these over and over, and oh my gosh, these are adorable pumpkin, or adorable carrots. Oh, exactly what I wanted. Yay. So just wash these and use them over and over. If you went and washed it immediately, they're really fast and easy to wash. I usually wait a while because I'm live, so sometimes you have to scrub a little bit. But so let's dry these and then I'll show them to you. Look how cute they are. Okay, so then we're going to take our pots, which I'm not super happy with, but I'm going to still try to work on them a little bit. We're going to put some, I think this might be all the foam I have, but we'll make it work. A little more piece here. I'm not sure if I need that much. No, probably don't. So I'm just going to add a little glue. Where's my glue gun? It fell down. There we go. Just putting a little glue to hold it in there. I think it'll stay fine, but. Okay, we'll add this piece. Okay, so then I'm going to take some of the same moss that we used yesterday. I don't know how I make such a mess in such a short time, but I do. Okay. Let me see how much I'm going to have to put. Because I want it to be to the top. Okay. If I would have had more moss or foam, I would have put more in there so it'd go a little higher because I kind of want it to be higher. We'll just have to add more moss, or yeah, more moss because I have more moss than foam. Forgot where the front was going to be. Kind of make this the front. Kind of trying to make it hang over the sides a little like the last one. I'm talking about these that we made last night. These cute little egg cups. There's 2 of those, and then I put a picture of them earlier today, but it's so cute. Oh yeah, once I get all the stuff on it, it doesn't look so bad. We'll probably add a little more to that, but we're gonna work on this one first and see. How was your day today, Sonia? It was good. Kind of, my husband asked me that. I'm like, kind of boring, but you know, me and Alex, we're used to boring days around here. I mean, I keep busy. I don't really stay bored. I'm not really bored, but I feel bad for him. I think someday he's to get boring because today, well, not today, but yesterday was supposed to be his day to go swimming. But his aide that he goes swimming with, her daughter hurt her leg and had to have some doctor's appointments, and she said maybe one of her co-workers would take him, but obviously they didn't call, so they weren't able to take him, so he hasn't got to get out much this week. I told him we'd go shopping tomorrow. I don't know to do what, but just to get out, I guess. All right, I do not like the way this looks on this one. I'm going to have to do something. It just needs to be not so blotchy. Or just... I think that's a little better when it's not so blotchy, it's just more spread out. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just using just a little bit of the green. Tone down some of that white. Yeah, that's better. Probably looks really green on there, but it's really not that green. I'm going to put a little bit more on this one. I don't really think you can do it bad because you don't know how, you know, like moss and mold and stuff, when you leave stuff outside, how it's going to look. It always looks a little different. Okay, so we got our 2 pots ready. This will probably be a pretty quick one, but I figured something I wanted to do, and you guys weren't expecting me today anyway. So then we're going to be putting these in here, but I want to put a cute bow on them. I have black and white, which would be really cute, but I kind of want to go, I'm going to kind of decorate this year for spring. Not with orange really, but I might put a few carrots out, but mostly with like a sage green, I think, and pink. So I think I'm going to go with the same ribbon that we had used yesterday that I got from Amazon. I don't know if I want to wrap it around or if I want to just... I'll try to wrap it around and see if I can make it look decent. I'm going to try to just cut a piece. I'll waste a little bit this way, but I hate trying to tie it when it's attached. I kind of want to use this color green a lot in my... This isn't really sage. This is more of a, I don't know what color, but kind of just some different greens. Yeah, I wasted a lot. That was way too much ribbon. I'm going to tighten the knot first. If I don't like it though, then I'm going to have to take the knot out. Thought I was buying this ribbon with the same on each side, but definitely is not. Oh, Alex is getting in the fridge. I might have to go get him out of the fridge because the beeper will go off. Okay. That looks pretty cute. I'll cut the tails off in a second, but it does look nice with the orange. I wasn't sure how that green would look, but it really does look good. Let's see. I'm going to cut way less string this time. I probably didn't, but... I meant to find an old stamp that I had that they don't sell in, or not stamp, but stencil that I want that said 25 cents that I had from an old carrot transfer a long time ago, and I meant to look in my book and try to find it, but since this is probably going to be a short live, I might, if you guys want to hang out, I'll go through one of my transfer books and hopefully it'll be in the actual section it's supposed to be in and I can find it. I cannot get this one to lay right. This one is being a booger. I knew I should have just made a bow and glued it on. They don't have to be perfect though, right? That one's still cute. Okay, I'm gonna cut the tails. Your camera's a little high. Okay, sorry. I don't know how to do anything. I'm just doing my best because I don't know how to, I don't have a cameraman. I wish I had a cameraman. Okay, so that looks cute. We would love to hang out. Yeah, it might take me a minute to find. That's why I always usually find that kind of stuff ahead of time, but I forgot till just now. Just cut dovetailing. These carrots are adorable. They would just be cute just to make and just set, you know. That one does not want to lay down though. I'm imagining you're going to hear the beeping of the fridge here in just a second. He might have shut it. Sometimes he shuts it, but not very often. Well, they both kind of hang out like that way, but that's okay. They're still cute. All right, so then we're going to take these and somehow we're going to decide what the front is. I think that's the front. I'm going to stick it down in there. I don't know. This was just an idea that came to me. I wanted to use these carrots and I wanted to do something different than just make a sign. So I think we'll make them cute by the time we're done. But I just wanted to stick it in first, decide where I'm going to put it, and then I'll put some glue down in there. Am I out of glue already? I'll probably add some more moss in there. Looking pretty cute. I'm not a good candle operator. But thank you for saying so. All right, let's see. I don't like that spot. We'll make this spot the front. Alex, do you want to come say hi? I think that's a no. That one I don't want to go down in there. Oh, I was gonna add some distressing ink to my carrots. I forgot. They're cute? Okay, good. This one I think I want to put a little glue where the, right here, because it doesn't want to hang right. Oh, did I get glue everywhere? Yes. Okay, that one looks good. Let's see. That one's all right. Okay. I don't care if they're in there exactly straight, but they're looking cute. Now I'm gonna look for what I was talking about, which I'm hoping it's in this one, but it could be in one of two, and it might not even be where it's supposed to be, but we'll, oh, we're gonna look real quick. So you guys talk to me, what you been doing? I think it might be in the other one actually. Oh gosh, too much mess going on. I'm looking for a certain little thing. I got out the little thing I wanted to put it on. I think it's gonna be in the other one. Yeah, I think it's in the other one. Oh, come on, go in there. This one, if it's in here, if it's not in here, then we're out of luck. Should be, I think, towards the back, but who knows. I hope I can find it because it'll be really cute. I could use this. If I can't find what I want, I have this carrot one that I could just use. Instead of 25 cents, I could use like locally grown or premium quality. So we'll keep that one out just in case I can't find what I was wanting to find. If I wanted it, I would be able to find it really quickly. Trying to think what it goes, what the other transfer that is, the bigger transfer that goes with it, what it's like. I don't think it was this. Let me look. I don't think it was this. This has carrots, but I don't think it was on here. Oops, I missed my little sleeve. Alright, I don't think it's in this one either. There's one other, oh no. These are too full and they sometimes mess up. Yeah, there's one more spot it might be. I'm just gonna set this on the floor for a second. I saw there was a 4th of July. Oh, this one has some transfers. Well, I don't know. I have a lot of Christmas and spring. Oh gosh, this one's a mess. This one's too full. Okay, I'll do it backwards. Oh, this is the front. This is Valentine's. Okay, I think it's back here if it's gonna be in here. Ooh. Oh, it's 5 cents. I thought it was 25 cents. Let's see what else it has with this transfer. Yeah, I thought it was 25 cents. Found it though, but they don't have this transfer anymore. You could just write it, but I don't like my writing, so I'm kind of wondering if I want to do the other sign instead of the 5 cents. Okay. So let me see, and I have this little tag. I gotta decide how I want it to be, if I want it to be white or if I want it to be, so I could put those words, I could put 5 cents. I could do one on each one of them. I gotta have to get another one of these out. Do I want to do it with, I'm just thinking out loud, sorry. Make sure you guys sprinkle. So I'm tempted to take some distressing ink and see if I like it just with natural color, and then put on the words in black. Yeah, I like that because it kind of matches the pot, the brown that's around it. Maybe I'll paint the back of it all that color. I don't know if I have another one of these that isn't painted though. I'm gonna have to get another thing out while you guys are waiting. This is why I try to be organized, but not always. Small wood circles, but I have a feeling I won't have another one that's not painted. We'll see. Oh, maybe. Well, they're painted on one side, it looks like. I can make it work. Let's see the one that's painted the least. This one. I'll sand a little bit of the paint off. Okay. Where's my sander? All right, let's get these out of the way. Yeah, I'll do one with 5 cents, and then I'll do one. I'm just trying to get that much of the paint off as I can. I don't know why it's just painted on the edges. And then I'll go over it with the distress paint. I think it'll be all right. It'll cover all that. I don't know where these circles came from. Probably Dollar Tree at one time, but I just did them like that. You're watching from Pennsylvania. Welcome, Barb. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do one with the 5 cents and then one with probably locally grown. There's either locally grown on here or premium quality. I gotta get some black ink though. I don't even know if there's, okay, good. All right, so let's do that. That's gonna be cute. I think I'll do, yeah, locally grown. It'll just fit on there, which would be nice. I'm not gonna put the little lines. I'm just gonna put the words, I think. That's a little bit too far over. That's better. You don't have these transfers, you can use this Cricut or stickers or write it or I don't always put signs on things anymore, but I think a little tag is cute sometimes. I definitely don't have lots of signs in my house like I used to, but I like a few. That's so cute. Locally grown. Let that dry while we do the other one. What happened to it? Oh, it's right here. I didn't even check to see if it fit, but I don't know if this will fit on there. Yeah, I guess I'll put the lines on this, the circle thing around it. It doesn't quite fit, but try and do it from the, I don't know how much of the outside it'll get on there, but the lines on the outside, but we'll try it. It's supposed to be rustic anyway. Cute. So I don't know what you can get for 5 cents anymore, but that's what they say. Their carrots are 5 cents. Okay. You guys tell me where you're from. I haven't asked you guys that in a long time. Somebody just said they were from Pennsylvania. So somebody else tell me where you're from. I'm gonna put this chalk or these chalk pastes away so I don't get them all dried out. All right, so then I think I'm gonna add some more. Well, then I had some little bunnies. So wasn't sure if I wanted to add the bunnies, but I think I do. So I have these little bunnies I got in a little set. They're little ceramic bunnies. I got them last year from Hobby Lobby. They usually have them, and they're like a set of 3, maybe a set of 2. I can't remember. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to put the bunnies, but now I think I do. think I'm going to put the bunnies in and then kind of decide where I want to. Maybe I'll put this one on this side and this one over here. And then decide where I want to put my little sign. And then I might add some more oh, I thought I was going to say Brooklyn, New York, Brooklyn, Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania again. All right, I'm watching. I always look at them later, but Wisconsin, my dad's from Wisconsin. I was born in Michigan. I think I've told you all that, but if you're new, you might not know that. I wasn't sure I wanted to put bunnies, but now I see them with the white. They look cute with that little pop of white. Oh my gosh, I always think I'm not gonna like a project, and then I'm like, this is really cute. Not trying to toot my own horn, but you know, it's cute. We're gonna add a little more moss in there. We're trying to reconnect again. California, I knew you were from California, Donna. We were supposed to meet up when I was there not last time, but time before. That didn't happen, but it's hard because I never know exactly how the vacation's gonna go. Especially when we go with other family members. Wisconsin again, British Columbia, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, lots of places. Okay, those are, this one's kind of sitting up a little more. She's cute. All right, then we're gonna decide where we want to put our signs if they're dry. I'm gonna add a little more. Is this dry? Just stressing now that it's kind of dried a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be really cute too. I think I'm just gonna kind of glue them up here, or should I put one down lower? I kind of like doing each one different, so I think I might put the locally grown up higher and the 5 cent maybe down here. Because then they look better when they're sitting by each other. Kind of want this one to sit up a little bit. Maybe I'll put something behind it. Or I'll hold it for a second. They are turning out cute, I think. Wasn't sure. It was kind of just an idea that came to me this afternoon. I wanted to use these carrots, but now all I could think of was a sign. And I'm like, I don't really feel like doing a sign. That's just so cute. I just made it so it kind of popped out a little bit. But anyway, and then I thought, oh, I have those pots I got the other day. Maybe I should use those. I'm going to put this one kind of by the bunny. I'm going to add a little more moss right here so it sticks up a little more. Yeah, that'll be cute. Was from Michigan, now you live in Wisconsin. Thank you. I do think about, I've been thinking about this idea for a little bit, but I just I hadn't really planned it out in my head yet. But I do think about my ideas for a while. I try to make them decent ideas. Okay, I want to add a little more moss to this guy. Oh, I do have some eggs. I didn't know if I wanted to put eggs and carrots and bunnies and signs, but well, I do have some little wood eggs that might be cute. Because they look adorable just the way they are. I'm glad I looked for those that stamp. Okay, I only could find 3 of the little wood eggs. We'll see if I like them with the eggs. They're just, you get these from Dollar Tree usually. I don't know if you can this year, but I'm just going to see if they do anything for it. You know what? I like it better without them. I'm going to keep my 3 eggs because that's all I have left, and keep them for another project because they look okay, but I don't feel like it makes it look any better. So I think I'm going to keep them. I think there's enough stuff into this project. Sometimes you have to know when to stop. And I think I wanted to add a little bit of I thought maybe I could add a little distressing ink to the edges of this to add a little dirt. That looks good. I don't know who grows one carrot per pot, but you know, you never know. Oh, there goes the fridge. What do you guys think? Give me a heart if you think it's cute, or tell me it's cute. So cute. I get so excited when something turns out good. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to put the rabbits, but the rabbits, they make it. Oh my gosh, so cute. I know I don't ever show it to you long enough, and I'm sorry, my phone is still backwards. I got a new phone, but I heard you. So, well, that was real cute. Love it. Oh, you know what I was going to do? I was going to add a little bit of the distressing ink to the side. Might be cute up here on the... the carrot a little bit. Can't do it too good because it's already on here. But... yeah, that looks good. I don't care that my bows are a little crazy. They make you smile. Oh yeah, they're cute. I love how, like, I like to have, like, I think a good tip I could give you is sometimes people put things all the same. Like, I think it looks good to have, like, one sign up high, one down low, one bunny that's sitting up, one that's more laying down, and different sides, especially when you're going to have them next to each other. So, oh, thanks, Jen and Donna, sorry. And Sharon. All right, you guys, I hear the fridge going off. Alex left the fridge open, so I'm going to go. You guys have a great night, and maybe I'll see you Saturday because I'm not getting my granddaughter till Monday, and I am painting tomorrow with my son and his wife and sister, but his sister's birthday was yesterday. Today would have been my dad's 90th, I think, 91st. But anyway, it's her birthday, and we told her we would buy the trim and the paint for her room. She's having a room remodel, so I can help her do that. But maybe Saturday I could go live if I think of something before I get my granddaughter on Monday. So they look whimsical. Yeah, they're real cute. All right, you guys have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye.